Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
And hello and welcome to episode 241 of On the Bench, the podcast for scale modelers by scale modelers, all about scale models. And this episode is being brought to you by the South Australian Plastic Modelers Association and our latest Patreon supporter, Craig Stanley. You too can help support the show. Simply go to www.patreon.com/onthebench and pledge any amount from as little as $1 per week. Your contributions help with our production hosting costs and are greatly appreciated by the team. And don't forget, every paid Patreon supporter gets an OTB sticker. And of course, you go into the wonderful Patreon Wheel of Fortune to win an exciting prize. We're extremely grateful that we are supported by the Scale Model Supply. Let's hear from Scott himself.
Are you looking for top quality paints for your next project? Then look no further than the Scale Modeler Supply. Hi, I'm Scott, and as a passionate modeler myself, I've spent years creating the SMX product range, designing them specifically with a scale modeler in mind. We've worked extensively to develop our acrylic lacquer paint range to not only be airbrush ready straight out of the bottle, but also to be very easy to use so that anyone of any skill level can create professional results with minimal effort. Just give the bottle a good shake, pour into your airbrush and spray at 15 psi. So dive into your next project with confidence, knowing that you're backed by one of the finest hobby paints on the market. Head over to our website scalemodeler.com.au to check out our full range and to find your closest retailer.
Hello, welcome to the show. In the studio, I have Ian.
G'day Dave, g'day Julian, g'day everyone else.
And of course, Julian sitting over there as well.
Yep, I'm sitting. That's all right.
Gentlemen, how are we?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you, Dave. How about yourself?
Good. What's been happening?
Oh, with me, same old, mate. Not much to really.
I bought two new kits.
Yeah,
Let me guess. They're both cars.
Of course they're cars.
Okay.
Yeah, same with me. I bought another kit.
You know what? You should go on the car podcast.
Should I?
What do you reckon, Ian? We get rid of Julian?
No.
Send him off to the... I'll have a chat. I know a man. I know a guy. Rob Riff. I'll have a chat to Rob Riff and I'll get you on to the car podcast.
Why?
Because you don't build anything else these days,
Yeah,
man.
but I come out here to hanging out with you two guys, not to
We've been trying
talk cars.
We've been trying to get rid of you for years.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, so I bought two new car kits.
Yep.
I bought, because our club's planning on doing a theme for movies.
For Melbourne Expo next year. Yep.
For movies and movie type orientated vehicles and
this is for our club
things.
display.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I was looking at a lot of things because I was looking around because obviously I want to build a lot of cars for movies and there's a lot of things out there, but how many of the kits can you actually get a hold of is the question.
Movies.
Well, I've actually got one for you. You gave me a mini minor, so I can give that back to you. You can put it in display because
I don't
it'll be
want to
from
touch
the.
that. I don't want to touch that.
It'll be from the movies.
It's left my hands. It's not mine anymore. It's not coming back into my hands.
Okay. I'll use it.
You're downstream.
So you got to get yourself one of those Mad Max cars.
Oh no.
Get yourself an Interceptor black on black.
Nah, I mean, like anyone can build one of those ones. They can just, hose it down they can hose it straight from the can in matte black. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Someone else can do that. I'm not going to do that. Not to mention those kits are hard to get a hold of.
What about the Ecto one? You can get a kit of that.
Oh, maybe.
That would pretty cool. Cadillac Hearse converted.
Yeah, maybe.
Who are you going to call?
Julian.
Oh, no. Anyway, so one of my first choices was I wanted to do the Mustang from Bullet.
Yep. Yeah, 65. Yep, fastback.
68 fastback.
Was it 68, was it? I didn't realise it was that late. I thought it was an earlier model. Oh, yep.
All right, from my memory, because I did look into it. 68 Mustang fastback, and It's got very different. It's got atypical wheels on it,
Yes.
and there is a kit. You just can't find.
You got to do the Charger from it too. The black Charger.
There's a Charger in that movie.
Yeah, the antagonist.
Well, there's
car.
a lot of Chargers in a lot of movies.
That's the antagonist car.
There's a lot of Chargers.
Yeah.
You know, like
Dukes of Hazzard.
yeah, Dukes of Hazzard. There's one in Fast and the Furious.
You can get Kit.
There's the one
Kit,
in
yeah.
Kit,
There's the one in Bulletproof.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a lot of Chargers around, but I didn't really want to do any of them, to be honest. Another one I thought of, because there's an old 80s movie called No Man's Land.
Yes.
About people stealing Porsches.
Mm-hmm.
There's a famous line that Charlie Sheen has in it. I only steal Porsches. And there's quite a few Porsches that feature in that movie, and there was one specific one that I wanted to do in it because there's an easy to get Tamiya kit of a Porsche 930, which is the 911 turbo basically.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah, okay, what color is it? And then as I was looking at it, I thought, oh crap, it's got some unique wheels on it. And I looked them up. Yeah, it's some like obscure Italian wheel brand that, you know.
You just cannot get a scale of.
No. I found some like, 3D printable wheels for it, but then I'd have to like do some jiggery pokery with, with regards to how wide these things would have to be for because the Porsche turbos were the start of the big fat wheels.
Yes,
at the
that's
back.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So then I was like, oh, it's too hard. It's too hard. Not to mention that kit isn't that easy to build.
Right.
In the end, I bought two kits. One is a Mitsubishi Evo 4, which, Jackie Chan famously used he was sponsored by Mitsubishi. So he used Evos in a lot of his movies.
Yes, he did, yes.
And privately. And they even released apparently some, I was told last night that Mitsubishi even released some special Evo versions in China, just for China, just because of that. Yeah, so I bought one of those, and the wheels match everything perfect. All I need to do is paint it white.
Yep.
Right, and then the other one I got was the BMW Z8 from James Bond. The World Is Not Enough.
Oh, right. Yep.
I've always liked that car. As far as it was one of the earliest incarnations of those, retro, modern kind of, hark back to the original. Because how there was a thing where they were doing that, the Mustangs were doing it, and the Camaro was doing that, and the Challenger, and there was a few other ones.
I just want to see someone do a GMC van. Black with a red stripe.
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Good old 18 van.
I wouldn't mind doing that. I could. If there was an easy to get kit, like it was there, I wouldn't mind doing it.
Yeah,
it'd be fine. I'd be happy to.
So you've got the Mini, haven't you?
I've got.
Is it the modern Mini or the old Mini?
But but see, can you really?
Is it the old Mini or the new Mini?
It's technically not the old Mini. It's the old Mini, but with fender flares and stuff on it. So
right. So you can't.
Not quite the same.
So you can't paint it green and put a little couch on the roof.
If you're going to do that, you need at least 3 minis there to sort of
exactly, and you need them in the right colours.
No, I'm not talking about that movie. I'm talking about painting it green and putting a couch on this roof.
Oh, that's it. That's
Mr. Bean.
That's that's the one with the ugly front on it.
Yeah.
Nah, no one wants to buy that kit.
What? Just to put you got to put a seat.
No one wants to buy that kit.
Couch on the roof. You're laughing, mate.
Isn't there more to it than that? There's like a broomstick or something that he's got attached to the
to the gear stick or something. Yeah,
something along those lines.
What about you, Ian? What have you been purchasing?
I've just recently received the new Royal Class P40K kit, which is quite nice.
Very good.
You get
Does that now mean you've got every P40K ever flown, produced?
No.
What models are still missing?
From P40s?
Yeah, from the P40 range. We're talking about the Q, a P40Q?
Yeah, I don't have a P40Q. Yeah. I think it was it Rare Planes or one of those brands did or it might have been Planet Models, did a 48 scale resin one. Good luck finding it.
Wow.
But with Edward, what was I told you, Julian? Because now I think I've got 41 P40s in 48 scale.
That's ridiculous, dude. That's ridiculous. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
No.
And you have to remember that some of those kits are you can make 2 out of, isn't it?
Mm.
Is that factored into the 41?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's too many kits, dude.
No, it's not. It's P40s. You can never have enough P40s.
You remember Tom?
Mm.
He didn't have that many in Stugs, right? He had so many Stug kits, and even he didn't have 40. You've got more of, you know what? Even Les doesn't have that many in F-16s.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I like it. And then I heard that next year Edward's bringing out the F and the L series with the Merlin engines. So I have to get a Royal boxing of that one.
I agree with that. If you're gonna be like a P40,
what the plan is, I'm planning on changing everything to the Edward kits. So the other kits I'll end up
Selling off.
Oh, well then, in that case, I would only count the Edward kits.
Well, in that case, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. About 14, I think, 12 or 14.
Oh, that's more reasonable. So when are you going to get rid of the other ones then?
Oh, one day.
One day.
When I can get to them.
Oh, give me
They're
a
still
break.
all in storage.
Oh, give me a break. You could get to them if you wanted to get to them.
Oh, yeah.
If you were motivated, you could.
If I'm motivated enough, yeah.
If you were motivated.
But I'll be, because I was reading something next year. They're bringing out, Edward's also bringing out another B-17 in 48, and with Hong Kong, and they're also going to be doing with Hong Kong the Avro Lancaster, which would be quite interesting to see what Edward does with the Avro Lancaster.
But in 48 or?
Yeah.
Jeez.
With the K, you get a really nice mouse mat with some period nose art on it. The only problem I found with that is it kind of put a bit too much pressure on the sprues, and all the glazings on one of the sprues have come off their runners.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've got. And with Edward, you get like multiple canopy choices.
Yeah, you do. You don't know which one.
Luckily, I've got a lot of other kits that have the same sprue, so I can then match it up that way. But it was just weird when I took it out, open the box, and there's all these loose canopies just floating around in the bag. That's not a good sign.
No.
Hope they don't get scratched to the hell.
Yeah.
But it's mainly because the mouse mat was the extra thickness.
Ah.
Yeah, so you get that, you get your canopy
I
masks,
can't recall
photo
seeing,
etch.
I can't recall
resin.
seeing in pictures from World War II a mouse mat with a World War II aircraft.
Mm. Well, it's actually not World War II aircraft. It's got a girl on it, a bit of nose art girl on it. Yeah.
Tongue in cheek, having
I
a bit
know.
of a. I'm having a jape.
A jape.
Yeah, I'm having a jape.
Jape.
I've never heard that term before.
You've never heard jape?
No.
Have you seen the new
It sounds
3D,
ominous,
the
though.
new 3D printed inserts that Edward's got for their Catalina kit? What, the internal ribbing and so
Oh,
forth.
really?
Yeah.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, like they've got about 3 or 4 sheets of like 3D printed, what they call 3D printed decals.
Seriously?
And it's all like the instrument panels and all the ribbing inside.
They're going all out on this Catalina.
Oh, yeah.
Should be quite popular.
Mm.
I'm still kicking myself. Never got that helicopter with the decals that were likely from the Aliens.
Oh, yeah, the alien one, yeah.
I would have really liked that.
Yeah, that was the Hind, wasn't it?
Yeah, it sold out, and I've never seen a copy of it available here in Australia, so I don't know. Somebody's got it in their stash, and I'll probably sell it for, 4
Be a
times the
scary
value.
decaling job, I reckon.
Decals don't scare me at all.
Stickers.
Yeah, stickers. Doesn't scare me.
Something that big does.
Nah, I don't. It doesn't scare me either.
Yeah.
Well, what scares me is like just getting them to conform to like weird shapes
That doesn't scare me.
around corners.
That doesn't scare me either.
No, like for example, I've had to do them on a car, and it sort of covered the top of the fender, the side of the fender, and then it wrapped around and met on the front. Mm-hmm. And so if you didn't get it right in the right position, these stripes essentially didn't match up. And so you get it on there, and then you got to get your softer so for it to actually conform around, and then you find out if you've placed it in the right
position. Yeah, oh yeah, that's a nightmare.
Things like that.
Yes. No, not much fun.
Another one is when it actually goes over like a lump, I suppose you could say, like a rounded hump.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it wants to be like stretched thin across the top and then wrinkled on the sides. That's not fun.
No, it isn't.
There's plenty of good decal solution setting stuff that I use, and I use the nuclear one.
Most of it comes down to the actual decal quality themselves.
100%. 100%.
There's only so much you can manipulate a bad decal.
True.
And there's nothing worse than working on a decal and all of a sudden it starts melting.
Yeah, that's true.
I've had that happen.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a lot more. It used to be that you only had two.
The worst,
right? You
one,
only had the green decal softer from Guns, and you only had the weak stuff from what was it? I always forget that. Yeah, the one that comes in the very narrow bottle that always falls over.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about once I say it like that.
I know.
Yep.
It's red. The bottle.
Yeah. I always forget that brand.
So do I.
But it's been around forever, and those are the only two options. The Americans had Solver Set, and we didn't have anything else. But now there's a few other things.
I've got Solver Set. I love Solver Set.
Yeah, I've got Solver Set.
It is the best.
That's the nuclear option.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can
to
always
me, extra thin is a nuclear option.
Oh, extra thin. Yeah, I've only ever used that once.
If you've gone that
Extra
far,
thin
you're lost already.
Solver Set is brilliant. It's just really scary when you put it on. You see it all bubbling, but you've just got to be disciplined and just walk away.
Yep.
And come back the next day, and it's all just laid flat and perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's best stuff to use for decals.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if your decal experience is just putting small things on flat surfaces, then that's the best it's going to get. You've got nothing to worry about really. Just silvering.
Yep.
And even then, like you can solve most of that by just using decal softer. And the rolling technique,
Yes.
Yep.
Totally agree.
Let's get into some listener mail and see what people have got to say. And Alex Heary writes in, listen to your last episode and the topic of MGs, speaking of which, being British, they are super popular over here. My old man had a 67 convertible MGB they used to enjoy hooning around in, and I have just sold a 76 MG midget.
Wow.
So much fun. My midget, I stripped the bumpers, and it had a full stainless steel exhaust. If not even more fun than my old MX-5, highly recommended. Can't beat the smell of old leather and oil. Dirt cheap fun. My midget I only paid £1,200 for.
Jeez.
Just like 2,400 Australian dollars.
Yeah.
And I drove it for nearly 2 hours from home without a single issue. Very jealous of your adventures, Dave. All the best. That's from Alex.
I could possibly be convinced to buy an MG.
I would love to have an MG. Yeah. It wouldn't take me much to convince me at all. But you know what? I've been watching some auctions online in the US, and these big sort of yank tanks sort of roll out, and you think, oh, that'll sell for about 30 grand. It goes for like 10,000 K.
Yeah.
I go, what?
Yeah, I know. So a lot of this,
if I had like 60 grand, or I'd go over there and I'd buy a container full of cars and bring it back. They're just that cheap over there, even at auctions.
From what I understand,
what you do, Dave, is you buy up a heap of XB and XA coupes, put them in containers, take them over to America, sell them.
Good luck trying to find them here to buy.
Make 4 or 5 times what you paid for it, because they're super popular in the States.
True. So you'd buy an MG, Julian?
No, I could be convinced, but it wouldn't be a convertible.
Why not? It's the only type to get.
No, there's the MG.
No, you'd have to get it. If you're buying an MG, it's got to be a soft top.
No. Because my dad had the soft top, right?
Yeah.
And he had a hard top for it, and it would leak, and it didn't like being taken on and off, right? And you don't want the soft top because that leaks too. And he told me so because he said it would leak just onto his right knee.
I can't see the point of having an MG and not having a soft top. It's
I
like,
just don't see any point in owning an MG to begin with.
Well, I can tell you why. It's because you don't have anything to go wrong, like O2 sensors and all the other sort of modern junk.
Yeah, but you got to put up with British wiring.
Yeah, but you can replace the wiring.
Yeah, I know
you can't. You know,
I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea, mate.
like you just if you haven't had anything go wrong with your car, I suggest you've been fortunate, because like when you're trying to troubleshoot all the modern stuff in modern cars,
that's why you take,
especially like yours that has integrated stereo and what do you call it? All the climate controls type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have, if the radio goes bad, you can't replace it. It's just in there.
Yeah, you're gone.
You know?
Don't worry, I know.
See, Thanks. Like these are the things I want to dodge, right? I want to dodge I want as much mechanical crap as possible.
Yep.
I came close to like replacing my car with a more modern MX-5, but knowing that it's got the electric steering and all this sort of junk, it's like, nah, I don't want any of that crap. Nah.
Yep. The problem is to get the old cars now. They just cost too much money.
No, they don't.
No, you can
Not
find
really.
it cheap. Yeah.
Well, for what I want, good luck finding one.
In any case, back to what they were saying about. I was going to say that part of the reason why a lot of those classic American cars are getting cheaper is because obviously people want the sports cars. The two doors, the coupes, the fastbacks. That the other cars aren't really as in demand, and a lot of the people who used to own them are all expiring. And so, like, who are they going to be sold to?
The modern kids aren't into the classic cars.
No.
They want
But I mean, like a
Supras
classic 1970 Cadillac. It's the two door with
the 69, 68, 69 Cadillac with the fins.
Yeah, I mean that was going for ridiculously cheap prices. And I'm going, what? It's crazy.
Yeah, well, like I said, like no one my age has an
I think
interest in owning one of those.
Servicing one of those would be worth now. Like replacing parts, it probably wouldn't be cheap.
Oh yeah, there's so many aftermarkets.
It's so cheap because the actual industry in the States that actually manufactures and restores and all that sort of stuff, all these sort of aftermarket stuff for cars, is as big as the actual manufacturing industry, if not bigger.
Right.
It's crazy. Like you can get, I've seen videos on them reconditioning the bearings in Model T Ford blocks. Right? Do you know how specialized that is?
That'd be very specialized.
They basically have to pour the liquid Babbitt metal into a mold that they've hooked onto the block.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Because they don't use the actual parts that just drop in like a modern car does.
Anyway, let's get back to modelling stuff. Alex, thanks very much. Appreciate your email. Mark Derimus writes in, evening gents, love Dave's coverage of Malcolm 2026. I've been to Asia a lot over the past 30 years. Turns out I've been to Penang more than any other city over there. I agree with Dave that the heat, humidity and traffic are beyond insane. The food is better than Dave hinted. Lies! Absolute lies.
What, you didn't like the food?
No.
He can't deal with spicy food.
I can't deal with spicy food. So he continues on, but I took every opportunity to get Western food at the mall. My travels led to a lot of Saturdays in the country with nothing to do. I eventually found WHM, which is World Hobby Miniatures, and Ming. I'd show up at the shop every Saturday afternoon and spend several hours there trying to talk with the locals and take a look at their projects. Sometimes I even brought a kit to work on. I got invited to what may have been Malcolm 2016, and it was way different from any model show I've ever been at. I don't recall many models in the tables, but in the hall outside the small banquet room where the event was held, there were some of the largest models I've ever seen. A 1/35th scale railway gun diorama, 200 battleships and large-scale aircraft carriers. In the room, there were vendors displaying their latest or soon-to-be kits, including HK with test shots of their 1/32nd B-17, and someone else had the latest 1/48 scale jets. Meng was also there with their 135th scale civilian vehicles. And I think a senior rep from Tamiya or Hasegawa was also there. There was a guy describing how he painted miniatures, and I wonder if that was Calvin Tam. I found the modelers there take their work very seriously and produce some amazing models. Glad you enjoyed it, and I hope to get a chance to get back there someday. Take care. That's from our good mate, Mark DeRumis, and I agree with everything you say there. They oh my God, they take their modelling seriously over there.
Yeah.
It's just a different level. It's almost like it's a I don't know how to describe it. They're just really super serious, and good on them as well. But it's certainly to Western eyes, an Asian show is certainly different to what a Western show would be.
Oh, it would be,
and, and you've got to get over there and experience it. I'd highly recommend anybody go to the Penang show in Malaysia, Malcolm show, if you get the chance. And there's always a contingent of Aussies heading up there. So if anybody's thinking of heading up there, let me know, and I'll put you in contact with the group that's heading up there next year. And it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Mark.
Yes. Good old Brad Belsheim.
Hey, really looking forward to seeing the Podfather in a few weeks. Have you boys done a piece on workbench organisation lately? We have done workbench organisation.
Not for a while, though.
Yeah. Might be a good topic if you haven't done it recently.
Yeah.
Also, maybe another topic would be how about our four-legged friends help in modelling?
Or the opposite.
My build mate just crossed the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, sorry to hear that,
and my
brother.
modelling isn't the same. His supervisory skills were top-notch. See his last pick and my build that I'm dedicating to him.
Oh, sorry to hear about your pooch, buddy.
Pooch?
Oh, yeah. Look at him. Yeah, the way where he's seated, he can see everywhere.
Yeah,
he can keep an eye on everything. That's a good doggy. That's a nice build you done there, Brad.
Now, Brad's got us a picture of it's a Sherman hull with the turret.
I think it
with
might
the
be
turret area taken.
Is it a recovery vehicle? Maybe?
Turret taken off and welded shut.
Oh, unless it's one of those Canadian. It's not one of those Canadian ones where they converted to the armoured personnel carriers.
Kangaroo,
is it?
That's not a kangaroo.
No, it's not. It's got the square hull.
Yep.
Brad, you're going to have to tell us what this exactly is. To me, it looks like it could be a recovery vehicle.
I was talking to Brad, and his way of doing things.
It's British. It's got a British helmet on the top.
Yeah. His way, or Canadians also.
Yes.
Wore the helmet as well. Brad's got a real particular way of modelling, and his stuff is so good. I actually said to him when he could be talked offline, I said, you've got to start showing this stuff on YouTube, how you do this stuff, because it's really, really good.
Yeah,
and he wins awards when he goes to amps all the time and on that. So he's.
Well,
I hate to say
it helps knowing who you know too.
I hate to say it. He's a half decent. He's a half decent modeler.
Not just that, he's a freaking decent guy too, mate. He's a good bloke. He's a good bloke, our mate, Brad.
Yeah, he is.
He's a bit of a cheeky fella, and that's what we like about him.
Cheeky fella.
Yeah, he is cheeky.
That's why it fits in so well with Aussies.
Guys, if you want to send us an email, please do. You can send us an email to onthebench64@gmail.com. Love receiving your emails. Yes. And, whatever you want to talk about, just shoot an email right into us.
Yes, definitely.
And we can have a chat. Let's do the Patreon Wheel of Fortune for a wonderful OTB
T-shirt.
Exclusive T-shirt, which you can only get here through Patreon on the Wheel of Fortune. And
Jeff M. Congratulations, Jeff. You get yourself a really choice T-shirt.
And I'll be sending you an email very shortly about that to get that organised. Alrighty. We've got an
interview coming up, haven't we?
We've got an interview coming up. So we're talking to the lads from IPMS Nationals about the shows coming up.
Fort Wayne, yep.
And after that, I've got a little bit of chat that I want to have with you guys about some things. But
Sounds
anyway,
good.
We'll do that after the interview. Back shortly. And today it gives me great pleasure to welcome to the show John and David from, well, actually, where are you guys from?
I live in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Well, there you go, Fort Wayne, Indiana. And Dave, I'm assuming you're pretty close to Fort Wayne, Indiana as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm staying from Michigan.
Michigan.
Michigan's not too far away. But anyway, we've got these fine gentlemen here to talk about IPMS Nationals, which is happening in Fort Wayne, Indiana, in August, which is only about, I want to say 30 days away. Would I be right?
Just over a month.
Wow. Pretty excited and looking forward to getting out there. Can't wait. I've never been to Fort Wayne, Indiana before, so it should be good. Gents, how are the preparations coming on? John, I might start with you.
Well, we're on a pretty good glide slope. We've got most of the stuff done. We just closed pre-registration, so now we can start, doing the goodie bags, getting all this, the envelopes for the registrants done. We had to wait until we closed registration, but we can order our T-shirts now because we know how many T-shirts we need.
Well, just on that with the T-shirts, I put the wrong size in, so I put extra large. So I need to up the size. I didn't realise that I ticked the wrong box.
What size do you need, Dave?
I'll say off air. So when we finish recording, I'll let you
Send
know.
me an email and I'll get it fixed for you.
Okay, so you get the T-shirts ordered now. What else do you need to do for preparation?
We're pretty much there. We need to print up some signage, but most of the stuff is done. We got a bow wrapped around most of the tasks that need to be done. The ones we had to wait for, we still got to do, and that'll keep us busy for next month. Getting those goodie bags together is going to be a job. We got to do 1,300 of them.
Oh, geez. Dave, what about you? What's your role in this circus?
Yeah, I'm the treasurer, and I got to keep John in line on making sure we handle it.
Well, that must be a hard thing.
I've done a few other minor things.
It must be a bit hard to wrangle them to make sure they don't overspend.
Yeah,
I'm always trying to spend stuff. There's quite a few people that want to...
Whoa, stop.
Yeah, that wasn't in the budget.
You get some rubbery figures yet to say as to how many you're expecting, or is that going to be something that you'll firm up towards the end of the month?
Well, for pre-registration, we just closed with guests. Without guests, we got about 780 people registered.
Nice.
And with guests, it's a little over 1,000.
Wow.
Good effort.
That's a very good effort, yeah. Having never been to Fort Wayne before, tell me a little bit about the township. What can I expect?
Well, it's about 270,000 people, so it's not a huge city. It's a medium-sized city. The downtown is only about 6 blocks by 7 blocks. I mean, it's pretty compact. You can walk from one end to the other in about 20, 25 minutes, depending how fast you walk. There's so much to do downtown. We've got a baseball park there right across the street from the convention center. They're going to be having games every night that the convention's going. There's the Embassy Theater is directly across the street. It opened in 1928. In the 70s, it fell into disrepair, and it was almost went to the wrecking ball, but some guys from Fort Wayne literally changed themselves to the theater and saved it. So we're going to do our award ceremony in the theater. And
okay, good.
You don't even have to go outside. You just go up the escalator, cross the skywalk, and down the stairs, and you're in the theater.
Right.
So when I found out that was going to be available and it was within our budget, and Dave said yes, then I was ecstatic because it is an amazing place. There's almost 2,500 seats. I think it's 2,471. So everyone will get a seat for the award ceremony. Watch everything on a big movie screen. It's going to be a real nice. I think that's going to be the jewel in the crown of our convention.
Last time, all of us three were at one. I think they simulcast the actual awards. Are you doing something similar, or is it you have to be at the actual?
I believe they're talking about that. That's the second vice president's job, Scott Hackney. But I know they did it last year, so I would imagine they're going to do it also, because you kind of don't want to back up. Once you provide something to people,
sure,
it's harder to take it away. So.
One of the big draw cards to IPMS Nationals, of course, is all the vendors. I'm assuming that they're all locked in now. No more tables available.
Well, we've got 428 vendor tables.
What?
And we are completely sold out.
Wait. Did you say 400?
428 tables, yes.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I better.
We got three different vendor rooms.
Well, hang on, John. Now I'm gonna have to go back now and dig out some more money out of my savings.
And Julian and myself probably give you a list too.
Oh God, here we go. That's massive. 408 tables. Obviously, some vendors, 428. Some vendors will be having 2 or maybe 3 tables. So your vendor numbers must be. I want to say over 100.
Well, wait, it's close to 100. I think it's like between 85 and 90, because some of these guys have 12, 15 tables.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Oh, God, it's gonna be like Christmas time.
You're going to have to buy an extra suitcase, Dave.
Well, you know what? I'm taking 2 suitcases with me.
One nest, one on the other.
Yeah, and they're going to be empty going across, and coming back they'll probably be full.
Yep, good move.
And I'm coming back. I managed to snag a sensational flight, so I'll be coming back business class. So I'll be able to take up to I think 50 kilos or 40 kilos, 50 kilos. So I can get even a third suitcase if I really need to.
That's all right. I'll give you a list.
No doubt you will. No doubt you will. Let's talk about the people you've got to doing demonstrations and that. A pretty full card. I've had a quick look, and there's some really interesting folks there giving some lectures over the weekend.
Dave, you want to take that?
Sure, yeah. We've got a full schedule. I think there's one spot open last coordinator. We've got from beginning photography all the way to 3D printing, using the Cricut silhouettes for making masks. From beginning to
yeah, you're coming through really broken up.
You're
really broken up there, David. Maybe just turn your video camera off, and hopefully that will increase your bandwidth. And while you're doing that, if you've got a spare slot, I'm happy to come on and actually talk about how to actually eat Vegemite. So I could teach all you guys the correct way of eating Vegemite. So if you if you're getting desperate, I'm happy to do that. Dave?
Take that right up there, spin it.
Well, you know what? Vegemite is a very, very, very underrated spread, and you guys just don't know what you're missing out on. In fact, I'm gonna bring a jar with me just in case I get asked in the street.
Yeah, you're just gonna get people avoiding you at that point.
I don't think so.
I heard it's an acquired taste.
It is.
Well,
It is.
Well, some people say I'm an acquired taste, and yet here I am. So, everything is all for entering models. It's all online these days. Obviously, there's 1 or 2 people who may struggle with that. Can they enter once they get to the building on the day?
Absolutely. The pre-registration closed so that we could, get everything done. but absolutely, anybody can come in and do walk-in registration.
Wonderful.
It will go up to $65. It was a $55 for pre-registration, but now if you're gonna walk in, it's gonna be $65.
Right, and if you do it before you get there, it'll be $55, but walk-ins will be $65. So save yourself $10 and try and do it online. And if you're having trouble,
Well, except that it's closed. It's
No,
closed
you
now.
oh no!
It's closed on the 30th of June.
Well,
So,
there you
Too
go.
late though.
3 days ago.
Well, okay. I'm not bringing anything with me. I get too stressed traveling overseas with a model in tow, so I'll just be there to enjoy the whole show and have a lot of fun. But from my other ones,
I'm the same way. Put a model on an airplane, I'd be a nervous wreck.
Yeah, it's not much fun.
You know,
That's why you just got to find something small enough that you can just throw it literally into your luggage and you don't have to worry about it.
yeah, but my things that are small that can be thrown into the luggage aren't worthy of going on a competition table. So
I suppose that's true.
see, that's the problem.
Well, I mean, mine wasn't either, but I still did it.
Participation.
Well, yeah. It's a long way to go to participate and drag a model right across the world.
Hey, I did it.
Well, I did it too, but geez, I'm stressing out. I stressed out about Penang just recently, and it was not as far.
What did you bring for that one?
Oh, I took a Space 1999 model.
Oh, all right.
Because
Okay.
it fits really well into a plastic container, and it doesn't move around at all. But, I don't know how these guys travel with tanks and with aircraft. I know how they do it, but I'm just breaking the sweats just thinking about it, let alone something like a ship or something like that. Oh, my God.
Ship out of the question. I would never do a ship.
See, now, if I was a real modeler and I could do figures, I'd just chuck a figure in and take it.
Yeah, that's the ideal way. Just figures are the best.
Yeah, but I'm not a figure painter.
You just put in a little box or a little cylinder type thing, and you just toss it in there. No problem.
Guys, I'm really excited about heading out there, and I can't wait. And what I love about the IPMS Nationals, it's always a chance to catch up with everybody. Nighttime, you got all those wonderful restaurants locally, and the amount of people I catch up with, and it's just such a great time.
we've got about 60 restaurants within walking distance of the convention center.
60
Everything from
restaurants.
Ruth's Chris to Arby's, everything in between. So if you want to go out and have a really nice steak dinner, there's several places to do that. If you want to go out and just get a sandwich, there's places to do that also.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, just a couple blocks from the venue, there's a nice Irish pub.
Oh, even better. Even better.
That's a trap.
They've got good food also.
Yeah.
Oh, I imagine.
Yes, J.K. O'Donnell's.
Yeah.
It's a nice little place to eat.
Is it a proper Irish pub where they have singing at night time and you sit around singing, getting drunk and sing Irish ballads and all that?
I don't know. I've never been there when they've been singing. So,
Okay. Well,
Do you really want to? Do you really want to hear like 50 modelers singing?
yeah.
You get enough beers into me and I'll sing anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can't shut him up.
All right, guys, what else have you got for us?
Well, my vice chair told me very early on in the process, we were talking, and he told me that he likened an IPMS Nationals to a 3-ring circus. And he said, 3-ring circus got 3 rings. He says the national convention, you got to have vendors, you got to have a contest, and you got to have a raffle.
Yeah.
He said everything else is the midway. It's all important, but those 3 you have to have. So we concentrated on a raffle. We're going to have a huge raffle. One of the clubs that we got 11 different clubs helping us put this on. And one of their members owns a brick and mortar hobby shop.
Yep.
And he's buying all the stuff for us at cost, giving it to us at cost.
Nice.
They have developed a system where the raffle tickets are barcoded. So when you buy the tickets, when they draw the winners, they shoot it with a barcode reader. It puts it up on a website, so you don't have to be at the raffle table to check your tickets. You could be on the contest table. You could be out at a restaurant. You could be at home. Look on your phone, and you can see if your number's won.
Wow.
Then when you go and claim it, they shoot it, and it drops off the list. So it's a very, very cool system. And the other thing that is kind of new for the raffle is we are going to take credit cards at the raffle this year.
That's dangerous.
That is so dangerous. But then again, you Americans love your raffles.
John, I've got to tell you, Dave, I mean, Aussies are well known for gambling, but there's an old saying, never stand between a fat man and a buffet. And when it comes to raffles and Americans, I'm telling you, if you are in between the raffle table and an American, you will get stampeded.
See, I've always wondered if it was a general American thing, or if
It must be.
it was just an American modeling thing.
I don't know, but I'm telling you, man, unless you want to get it's like a herd of wildebeest coming. If you're in the wrong spot, you'll get trampled.
Yeah, when we went to when I was at Nats, I remember the first time I saw the raffle type stuff going on, and
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it?
yeah, the looks on people's faces. It reminded me of those old videos of like, at the World Trade Center or whatever, and they've got like all the tickets in their hands, and they're all going feverish over all the stocks going up and
stock
down.
prices there, yeah, like a stock trading floor.
Yeah, the trading floor. Yeah. That's what it reminded me of. It was an experience.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. We don't do anything like that here.
No, we don't.
No.
Well, I'm really impressed by that system you've got set up.
That sounds like you finally sort of modernized it to a 2026 sort of degree, right?
No models.
So we're hoping.
Go ahead, Dave.
We're hoping to eliminate the blockage in the hallways where the raffle was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Past Nats, you couldn't get through. Hopefully this time it'll be an empty hallway and everybody can still check their tickets by their phone or wherever they're at. They can.
It's a great idea.
Sounds like
Find
a
their-
fantastic system, Dave.
Yeah, those convention centers, they don't like it things like where people start blocking hallways and things. They have to police them in a lot of cases.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a hazard.
Yeah. Well, guys, I'm really excited to get there. I can't wait. It's I'm counting down the clock now. I'll be travelling with some a couple of reprobates heading up there, but that'll be fine. We shouldn't get booked on the highway, so we'll be right. Thanks very much for coming on the show.
Yes.
Thanks very much for promoting it. And, of course, if anybody needs to find out more about where and what's happening, where can they go to find out that information?
IPMS Nationals.com.
There you go.
.com or .org, Dave?
.org.
Is it
.org.
.org?
.org.
If you just type in the Google IPMS Nationals 2026, it'll take you there anyway.
Yeah.
It'll bring you up. And there's also our Facebook page. It's got a lot of information. I tried to post for the last year. I've been posting, once or twice a week on there, places to eat, things to do. There's a lot of, there's some museums. There's a genealogy center right across the street at the main library.
Oh, back up a sec. What sort of museums are out there?
We've got the Fort Wayne Museum of Art.
Yep.
Is about 4 blocks away. It's not a huge museum, but they do have a permanent glass exhibit that, I thought, well, glass, okay. But I went, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
The things that these artists can do with glass. We've got the Firefighters Museum right across the street from the convention center.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's not a huge museum either, but it's got a lot of old, fire, the
old fire steam,
pumpers,
the old
horse-drawn
steam
manual
pumps.
pumpers.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the the nets that they catch people that jump off buildings with, and it's kind of cool,
Yeah,
it would be.
to see it. It's not, like I said, it's not a huge museum, but it's a good place to spend an afternoon.
Awesome.
And that's all within walking distance. On Saturday morning, they're going to have a like a flea market downtown.
As if you haven't got enough places to spend money already, John.
Yeah. Well, it's not Disneyland, so the vendors won't be too mad about it.
It really feels like there's going to be no shortage of things to do and things to buy and places to eat. So it's kind of one of those situations where you got to choose where you spend your time wisely.
Where you spend your money wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have a concierge table there, where if, like, mom and the kids are looking for a place to go. We've got a world-class zoo here. It's rated one of the 10 best zoos in the country. We've got Science Central for kids. It's a little walk. It's about a mile from the convention center, but it's like a 2-minute car drive.
Yep.
So there's plenty of things to do for families. For people that just in 4 days, you can't scratch the surface on downtown, on seeing everything there is downtown.
Wonderful. Guys, thanks very much. Sorry, Dave, go ahead.
We got one more big thing that's at the convention is our tiger meat, which is the display only area. We've pretty much got all the tables for that.
Now, the tiger meat's becoming more and more popular, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, this one, ours is going to be the biggest so far since Madison started it. Cool. And I think it's going to continue for most of the future.
Yeah, it seems popular.
Is there a particular theme this year for the tiger meat, or just BYO, whatever you want?
The tiger meat is pretty much open for everything. Our main contest has our normal 5 sub-themes, and there's numerous add-ons that have been, we've got everything from semi-trucks to Gundam. We tried doing the unusual. It's the planes, tanks, and usually get the headlines on themes. We've got the Trucktown USA. Fort Wayne was home to International Harvester trucks and tractors for 60-something years. So we're doing a truck tractor theme. The RX-78 Gundam, back to the beginning, that was the first Gundam. So that's one of the themes. The Battle of Jutland is another.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Take over the rest.
60th anniversary of Star Wars. Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's next year's theme for Star Wars. So.
Yes. Very cool.
All right, gents. As I said, very excited to be there. Can't wait to see you. Maybe have a beer with you as well if you got the time. So everybody, be there or be square. Thanks for being on the show, guys, and hope you have a fantastic IPMS Nationals.
Yeah,
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you guys there.
No worries. Catch you later. Well, that was good to catch up with the guys. I can't wait to get out there, Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I'd love to go back one year. Definitely.
So, what I want to talk to you guys about, and I'm, it's not a club, it's just a loose conglomerate or gathering of guys, and it's under the banner of I've forgotten the name, Corner Cutters. Corner Cutters modelling group.
Right.
And like for Canberra, we'll pick a model that we have to sort of present.
Mm-hmm.
The idea behind it is that you just slap the model together and you get it there.
Mm-hmm.
Hence, Corner Cutters.
Yep.
My problem is, and this year it's a Tamiya P38, which is, awesome.
That's a beautiful kit, yeah.
Awesome kit so far. Now, my problem is, as good as that kit is, I can't open it up without then going and buying some aftermarket stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I know, but it annoys me because I find it annoying that I actually do it, because you've got such a wonderful kit there sans the decals because they're, Tamiya decals. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
But
look,
sans
to me, it's great kits, but I find their decals are a bit thick and cumbersome.
but
that's remember earlier we were talking about melting decals.
yeah,
Yeah, the only decals I've managed to really melt with Tamiya ones, trying to get them to conform to the sides of the Wildcat, because the Wildcat's got the step back fuselage where every panel steps back, and trying to get those thick freaking decals to conform to the fuselage.
Right.
Had to use that much softener and ended up melting the decals.
But I mean, I'm looking. I've got aftermarket wheels for it.
Oh, that's nothing.
I've got a new decal set coming in.
Good.
I've got some seatbelt stuff coming in.
Yep.
But looking at the stuff in the kit, it would be perfectly fine. But I can't leave well enough alone. I feel compelled to go and buy these extra things, and it's almost like I wish there was some sort of injection that I could take to stop me doing it. 'Cause you know what I mean?
Yeah, the lethal injection.
Now, if you're doing a 1/350,
Do you know, I'm the worst person you could be having this conversation.
no, you are the worst.
No,
person.
Really, Dave. Like, seriously.
I'm the best person you should be having this with because
Julian's the opposite to me.
Yeah, I do almost everything I build is out of box.
Look, I'm not ashamed to say it, but I am an aftermarket whore.
But but what I mean, Okay, Julian, how do you do it? How do you stop yourself going and buying aftermarket stuff?
Look, I mean,
apart from being a tight ass,
I have a threshold of what I deem to be accurate enough, right?
Yeah.
So I have a vision in my mind of how close I need to, the bare minimum that I need to meet for it to look like the thing I'm trying to make, right? Realism. And if it doesn't meet that, then I have to find a way around it. And if it needs aftermarket, then I'll go ahead and get that. But if it's not possible, I just won't even touch the subject.
I'm actually struggling to think of a kit that I have in my stash that I don't have aftermarket for.
Yeah, see,
like even me Wingnut Wings kits, I've got aftermarket for.
Like, look, back when I used to build
and then I know in
tanks.
November when we go up to Canberra, I've heard on the grapevine that guys from Proper Planes are going to be there. So, wooden propellers. Yeah. Sorry, Juddo. Looks like I won't be spending as much money with you this year. But aftermarket. I can't help myself. I really can't help myself.
I've spent aftermarket plenty of times, and I've ended up not using it just because I looked at what I'd bought, what the aftermarket I'd bought, and I looked at what was in the kit, and I thought, you know what?
I've done that, but what I've done is I've looked at the parts online and gone, they're not much different to what's in the kit, so I'm not going to bother. But if it's a big significant change, oh yeah, definitely.
Well, I mean,
like I've even gone out and bought aftermarket stuff. Just I've got this. Eventually, I'm going to put it on one of my kits. I don't know which one yet.
Well, if you've got one of those Eduard Big Ed kits, there's no chance.
A few of those.
Yeah, I mean, like if you buy those very comprehensive sets, you never end up using the whole thing because you sort of look at, or at least I do. I look at the kit parts and I look at what's in my hand, and it's like, not worth it. Because you're going to have to scrape and grind and everything just to get it in there, and then does it look more realistic? Sometimes it doesn't.
Yes.
See, here's my thing that I think that the trap I fall into is that I think that an aftermarket part,
it has to be an upgrade,
is an upgrade or better than what is in the kit, and then I automatically go and seek out aftermarket stuff.
Sometimes it's not an upgrade.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm trying to get to, because I mean, with a Tamiya kit, I mean, like for example, I've got the wheels, aftermarket wheels. The Tamiya ones are fine. They haven't got the flat spot on them, but you can do that yourself.
Yes.
But apart from that, the Tamiya kit ones are fine. Why do I feel compelled to go and buy aftermarket wheels?
You know the one I've seen.
I just find the aftermarket wheels. I usually find the tyres are much better quality. They're more crisper. The tread patterns.
But I'm just using the wheels as an example. Yeah, I'm just using the wheels.
Yeah, but usually the deal breaker is when you put the hubs into the wheels and they're not the same diameter, so that it doesn't go all the way up to the edge of the tire.
you don't have.
Have you ever seen that?
No, I haven't come across
I've
that
seen
yet.
that happen
No, I
before.
haven't come-
And I've seen people complain about it a lot on the internet.
But I was just using the wheels as an example. There's heaps of other aftermarket stuff, like stuff for the cockpit, for example.
Yes.
Like the 3D decals, which I absolutely love and adore. I reckon they're brilliant because it saves so much time.
Like I'm a big fan of gun barrels, exhausts, interiors, exhausts especially because with most plastic kits you just get like an idea there's an exhaust, and they're usually solid. Whereas I know with the P40K where you get the resin 3D printed exhaust, and they've actually got a little fin that separates the arse end of the exhaust, like this tiny little thing, and there's no way you could reproduce that in plastic. It's just too small, and it looks amazing.
But I want to get back because, well, for example, with my rockets, I don't buy any aftermarket stuff, and that's mainly because
You don't need to.
Well, you do. The engine bells are always halves put together, and the 3D print ones are so much better, but they're harder to find the aftermarket stuff for your real space stuff than it is for, like, if you go on B&A, for example, I can find a whole heap of aftermarket stuff for this P38. If I was looking for aftermarket stuff for the Artemis rocket in 144 scale, there's nothing.
Oh, that's all right. Which P38 is it? The F or
the FJ?
FJ? Yeah, the one without the big air scoop at the front.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked. It's the one that flew in the Pacific. Oh, well, that's a stupid thing
both
because they all flew in the Pacific. Yeah, it's the one that's the green camo. It's not.
So it's the early model.
It's the early model
with a more streamlined engine nacelles.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that Mark Castelli, did.
Yes.
And he did the paint scheme of one of my favourites too on that one.
He did a great job.
Yeah, with the skull and the top hat.
Yeah.
On the nose and the white shark's teeth on the engine nacelles.
Yeah. But I want to be a lot more like Julian, and I'm struggling to get there. I want to be a tight ass and not go and buy a whole heap of stuff.
Well, I mean, it helps if you've just got a really good kit to start from.
But this is it. To me, a P38 is a terrific kit.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't have touched anything
It got accolades when it came out.
like, there's also...
Getting on the funny story. My Yorktown.
Yep.
Right, 1/350 scale. It's a decent sized box. The amount of aftermarket I've got for that would not fit in the box.
And probably cost twice what the model cost.
Oh, 4 times.
Yeah,
if not more. If not, I think I've dropped probably $2,000 on that kit so far.
Oh my God. Oh,
full flight wing, like close to 1,000 figures.
Here's a question for you. At what point did you decide that money was no object? Because it isn't, right?
No. I don't know.
Because like I used to think, you know how like a lot of people will go, okay, well, this is how much I'm willing to pay for a kit of this size. And any more than that,
I
it's just
bought the kit and then I
unreasonable.
thought, I'll buy the Pontos set for it.
Yeah, but like
which costs 3 times as much. Oh, sorry, 2 times as much as the kit.
Right. So how much is that?
Set. The kit was what I think when I got it about 110, 120. The Pontos set was over 200.
Because I think there are certain thresholds, right? Like you
but then you go online and you see, oh, look at this. They've got interiors for 1/350 scale US Navy aircraft in World War II. I'll get that.
But
we've got torpedoes. I'll grab that.
Insidious trap.
And then we'll just keep grabbing little bits and pieces.
This is the insidious trap of the aftermarket stuff. If you bundle it all up and sold it with the model,
you'd make the
and
biggest
it was like,
loss.
And say the model came to say $500, $600, you'd go, no way I'm paying that. But you'll happily go and spend $100 on the model, and then buy all these. It's like death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah.
And you'll buy this bit, and you go and you buy that bit, and you buy that bit, and if you sat down and total it all up, it'd probably come to $400 in the end.
Well, here's the thing that gets you, right? So when you start off with the kit, right? The kit itself.
Yeah.
And you go, oh, well, that guy's got it for 200. Tell him he's joking, you know? And then you see another guy's got it for 150. Oh, that's a bargain. Yeah. So you buy it. But then once you've gotten past that hurdle, then you're in aftermarket territory, and you're at the mercy of whatever because it comes down to availability, not price anymore.
Yes. Yeah.
And you'll pay whatever's necessary.
There's a lot of aftermarket I want to get my hands on, but just Edward stopped making them. Which is a real shame, and you can't get.
So you know what I'm saying? Like you haggled over $50 difference on the kit, but then when it comes to the aftermarket, you're throwing hundreds of dollars. You know, without a care in the world.
Yep. You're like that guy with a money gun. You know,
it's like
bills out.
It's not a case. It's not a case of like you're not going to see like that one piece of aftermarket you were looking for finally available in one store in Poland, and go. Wow, he's asking a bit much for that.
and then the sad part is it sits in your stash for the next 10 years and never gets built.
You know what I found?
Or the other one is you put it in the box with the kit and
you forget about it.
And you forget about it and you buy it again. When that started happening. That's when I started doing the Excel spreadsheet.
That's when you had a problem, man.
Yeah, because I was like, hang on, why do I have two full Edward interiors for me Liberator? What's going on here?
You know, one of the other traps is, you know, when you have kits that have aftermarket and kits that don't, you build the ones that don't. Because you're like, right now I feel like building a kit, but those ones with the aftermarket are a whole deal. You know, that's a long build. I just want something I need to get out before the next show.
Yeah, but I can't get to that point. I can't. I just open the box up and build what's in there. The only time I do it is with
kits that you don't like.
Well, and Warhammer. It's like anything from Games Workshop. You don't need aftermarket stuff for that because it is what it is.
You just don't know what's out there.
Well, true. That's very true.
Actually, I think somewhere in my stash I've still got a heap of Warhammer aftermarket additions for their tanks.
Once
you
start seeing all the things you can customize with, you would be like,
especially Forge World.
I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I don't even want to look at that.
Yes, a blade of armor for your rhino and stuff like that.
Not even that. I mean, like just for your, the chapter specific doors and things for your rhino.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I bought all that because I when I was younger I started the whole Night Lords army, and so I just went the whole hog with like Forge World made their own Dreadnought, Night Lords Dreadnought, which looked really cool, and then they had like all the doors for your Land Raiders and rhinos and what do they call the Predators, the tanks?
Why'd you have to go Night Lords, man? Come on.
Oh, I know. If I changed if I did it again now, I'd probably, if I went for Chaos, I'd probably go Iron Warriors.
Yeah, but I would never go Chaos just because you have to end up with demons and things in there.
Yeah, Chaos doesn't do anything. Yeah, right. I like my traditional sort of Space Marine.
He doesn't want anything fleshy. He wants armor that he can paint in like metal colors. You know,
me
with an airbrush
and put Gucci decals on it.
We did that for a competition, and it got an award. I think
you did. I didn't get nothing for mine.
Julian got an award.
I got an award,
and I got an award. Yeah, I'll just go show you're a crap painter.
Yeah, even though I was the only one that decided to do a full face rather than have one in a helmet.
That's true. That's where you made the mistake.
Yes, that's right.
So I want to be a lot more like Julian. I hate to say this, but a lot more like Julian.
Everyone hates to say that, but everyone agrees.
I just want to be me.
No, I'm just going to stop spending. No, not spend. I don't mind spending the money. I don't mind spending the money. I just.
If you're always building things with aftermarket, building something without it is a very liberating experience, I think. You don't have a care in the world. It's all like everything you've got there. You don't need to reach for the super glue.
Yeah,
everything's just. To me, extra thin.
But how do I be like you, Julian?
What?
How do I be like you and not go and feel compelled to buy aftermarket?
Well, you got to at least know what you're missing out on first. So you got to build a kit without any aftermarket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it helps if you buy a new nice kit, like a Tamiya kit.
Well, I've done that.
Yeah. We haven't bought anything aftermarket for it yet, have you?
Yeah, he's bought wheels.
I bought wheels, I bought decals, and I bought seatbelts.
Do you need to buy seatbelts?
I don't know. I just felt...
because to me it just gives you like a decal.
Yeah, they popped up on, I think it's Edward, did them, and
the Steel series,
I don't know the Steel or not, but
pre-painted.
Might be. Yeah, I thought, oh, they look cool.
I've been steering more towards the paper belts. Who makes them again?
There's a few I think now.
Yeah,
the 3D ones are really good. I use them on which aircraft?
I'm not doing that stupid crap where you thread the belts into the bubbles.
No, I'm not doing that.
For large scale, yeah.
Not even large scale. It's just that's just a bridge too far.
Dave, we build ships. We know what fiddly
We
shit
do.
is.
I know.
We know what fiddly is.
Yeah, but you know what I did it once and I never finished it because the tolerances of the paper thickness going into the actual buckles, it's so small. It's like it's worse than threading a needle.
Yeah, I heard the way to do it is you thread them while the buckles are still on the sprue.
Yeah, you do, but that doesn't help much. It just
but
helps
it does
a bit.
helps a bit.
It helps quite a bit, but it's still a crapshoot. Like I can't express to you like how like fine the tolerances are.
Oh yeah. Totally agree. But hey, it's part of the experience, mate.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be. That's why I opt to be. That's where I am. Where I am.
I don't know. Bit of a challenge. It makes your skills improve.
Yeah.
When you're challenging
Yeah,
yourself.
but that's a skill that only improves if you want it to improve. I mean, if you want that kind of a seatbelt, then I can understand.
Yeah.
I can understand it in 30-second scale. In 48 scale, it's like nah.
Maybe I should find a group build where they insist at a box only, and then settle in and into that. That would, because if I'm just doing
but then you could just go and get an Edward kit with all the extras, your photo etch, your resin wheels, your resin exhaust.
No. Well, if I find a group,
it's out of box.
if I find a group build, they usually specify what kit you're going to build.
Yeah.
So,
But you know, there's one aftermarket that I reckon that both of you guys would probably agree is usually pretty essential nowadays, and that's the canopy masks.
yes,
But I wouldn't say that's aftermarket.
well,
Yeah, you can buy them aftermarket. I've got a lot.
No, that's a tool.
Oh, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. It's a tool, yes. Yes.
So you're short-circuiting your never buy anything aftermarket stuff.
No, that's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's a masking tool.
It is, yeah, when you think about it.
You don't put it on. You don't leave it on the plane when you finished with it. You have to take it off.
I've known of people who accidentally haven't put them in competitions only to realise halfway through the show, oh, damn, there's still a bit of canopy mask. What? Hope the judges didn't notice.
So that one doesn't count. That's just a tool.
Yeah.
100%.
See, with aircraft, there's the three essentials, right? You got to have your exhaust.
Yeah.
To me, that's a must. A decent seat with seat belts.
Mm-hmm.
Wheels. I'm a huge fan of aftermarket resin wheels. I just think they just look so much better than the plastic ones.
It depends on the kit. And unfortunately, a lot of kits have pretty lackluster wheels.
Yeah, and decals.
And decals.
That's four.
Decals. Yeah, 4. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, with I mean, if you look at ships, I mean, you have to go nuts. You got to get barrels. You got to get photo etch. You get 3D printed.
A lot of this comes down to
secondary and third guns,
wooden decks.
The source of all these woes is usually the same thing. One is the limitations on the manufacturing.
Yep.
Right.
True.
For wheels and things like that for planes, you know. The other is making things fragile enough, making things thin enough and fragile enough, because they've got to be in scale.
Yes.
And with ships, you can't get in scale with kit plastic, except for the hull and really basic.
It's the same as like wire wheels and spoked wheels.
Yes.
For World War One era vehicles.
Although 3D printing can really close that gap now.
Oh, it
Yeah.
has. Like, I've got a heap from me. My copper state kits, like some of the aftermarket wheels, and it's like chalk and cheese.
Yeah, it really is.
Like, it looks like you either got a wheel that's got broomsticks for spokes or one that's actually got proper wire metal spokes.
Broomsticks.
Yep, I agree. Completely agree. And that's usually where aftermarket has its application. That's why you get all the photo etch for the ships. But, you know, and with the ships, a lot of the time, You don't need the barrels, do you?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
The barrels, like you're mostly getting it for the rifling on the inside, and
Because a lot of them you don't even that
Yeah.
small. You don't get rifling,
Yeah.
but like your anti-aircraft barrels,
Yeah.
like the scale thickness is like 5-6 times difference.
Plastic,
Yeah.
it always seems to droop or something.
Yeah, and they're just way too like this, especially like the small like you when you look at your 20 mil and .303s and the
even
like,
50 cals.
even
and that sort of
50s
stuff,
like
yeah.
in 1/350 scale that there is no way they could injection mold these properly.
To the right thickness.
yeah. I was
Scale.
thinking more of the
Scale.
larger diameter ones.
Even the
but-
larger ones,
There's
yeah,
large ones
yeah.
because
Usually, like
Then
they got
you don't have-
seam lines
yeah, don't
in
have to worry
them.
about
They're
seam
not
lines,
drilled
go
out
bang,
at the
bang.
end.
Yep.
They're not hollow.
See, I don't think the seam lines are a problem if you can erase the seam lines
Yeah, but they're
nicely.
not hollow.
Yeah, but
I think the big problem is that because a cylinder is a very specific thing, and your eye can pick up on the little, imperfections in them where you sanded an edge off the end of it, and
And with the
it's
metal-
not. It's
yeah.
now it's egg shaped on the end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you don't want that.
No. But assuming they could actually get that stuff right, you wouldn't need the plastic. But you wouldn't need aftermarket.
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
aftermarket for this case, because it's easy enough for them to
The
turn
only
all
other
this
way to do
stuff
that
on.
probably be slide molding for the larger barrels.
Maybe. Yeah, it depends. Like,
Yeah, but at 1/350 or even at 1/200 scale, you want to get up to 1/72 scale before it'd be beneficial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the thing is, like, the benefits and the ease in which you can install them is just too. You can't be beat.
Oh no,
Like-
it's so easy. To do the brass barrels is
Like,
easy. You just knock the barrel off the holder, sand it,
Yeah, well,
Drill
that's what
a
I
hole.
mean. That's
pop your new one barrel in. It's done. You do a barrel in a minute or two.
exactly. That's part of the reason why everyone does it.
Yeah.
Because the payoff is it's mostly there, but more to the point is that they're the easiest aftermarket to install on any kit ever.
Yeah.
You don't have to cut anything off a sprue, off a fret, off a photo etch fret. You don't have to fold anything. You don't have to even with the wheels for planes, you have to paint those up with like separate colors for
Yeah.
the tires and for the hubs.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that for
The barrels.
the barrels.
No.
You just stick them on and then you hose that thing down in the
Yep.
same shade of grey as everything else.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? It's the lowest form. It's the lowest step on the
It's
the
the-
ladder of aftermarket.
It's the
Aftermarket.
lowest hanging fruit
Yeah.
in the aftermarket tree.
No, I reckon self adhesive pre-painted. That'd have to be the easiest.
Nah.
You just take it off and just
But you still
stick
got
it on.
to take them off. You
Well,
don't need to do that with barrels.
Yeah.
Half of the barrels are even designed to just go in where the kit parts
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
would normally go in, so you don't
Yeah.
have to do any drilling or cutting or anything like that. You just literally just take them out of a packet and just throw them in.
Yeah, well, like also with aftermarket, you can also then do specific, especially with ships. Like I've got a Kent class cruiser, right, and I want to do the HMAS Australia 2. Now that's had different turrets and different setups. Trumpeter doesn't do that, so I had to go aftermarket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's different when you're hunting for a specific model and you have to go aftermarket to get that. What I'm circling back to is just put up with what I've got, which is a fine kit as it stands, without having to feel compelled to go and buy all this other stuff. And
Well, so you're a ship
Well, then
modeler.
build a wing that wings kit.
I'm building a Tamiya kit.
Build a
man.
build a Katare kit.
Yeah.
Put your name. Put your name down for a Was it the new one that Julian hates? It's coming out next year. Bolton Defiant.
Bolton Paul Defiant.
I was going to say that doesn't narrow it down much. I hate a lot of things.
Put your name down. Put your name down for a Bolton Paul Defiant.
Yeah,
We'll
but I'm not doing that for this build. You see what I'm saying?
No, but for a future build.
Yeah.
Look,
That way you and I can do a buddy build.
Part of it is that I build cars, and a lot of the sort of things that I would want to address with a car model are mostly going to be wheels, and
with
that's
me,
it.
With me, it's interiors.
For cars?
Yeah, and car interiors are usually very, like, especially, like, the doors. Like, there's no details on the inside of the doors. On most, like, the kits that I get, like American muscle cars, right?
All right.
You don't get your armrests. They're not pronounced enough. There's just not enough detail.
Okay. Well, I don't have any problem with that stuff on my kits. If anything, they go a bit too far, and they're expecting me to paint all this bloody crap, and I'm like, can't I just hose this thing black and call it a day?
Just black.
Yeah. But you know, with a lot of planes and tanks, and you know, there's always going to be lots of little like planes are inevitably like you have to get thinness of things, right? Like trailing edges, you know, the edges of the exhaust stubs. The thinness of the canopy frames, things like that, and if they don't look right, it just looks chunky. And
then with tanks, it's always
all the
tracks,
brackets,
the tracks.
No, not the tracks.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than that. If you got a kit with the rubber band tracks, throw them out. Get aftermarket tracks.
I hate rubber tracks.
They just look garbage.
I think it's like a big part of for me with tanks, and it's so much trouble, is all the bloody brackets and things for tools and all that sort of crap.
Yeah.
If those don't look, sort of like scale thickness.
Oh, they look garbage then.
Yeah, they look like a cartoon. Yeah. It's just like, it's just a model. It doesn't look like the likeness of the real thing. And the same thing goes with ships. You know, like you absolutely can't. You can't do a ship. You can't do a ship without the aftermarket.
No, that's
not possible.
Yeah. Even Dave agrees, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Like no one.
Well, there are some that you can do. Like I'm thinking of the.
Submarines you usually get away with that
Submarines you get away with,
even though I did buy an aftermarket Edward set for me Revell 1/350 scale type 7C/something 40 something.
Do we really need to know the bloody
Airfix
serial number?
Airfix their 1/72 scale RNLI rescue boats they do. You don't need any aftermarket for that. It's pretty good as it is. So there's a few there's a few that I can think of. Yeah. Anyway, I want to reach out to all the benches out there. Maybe they can send us an email and give us their thoughts on aftermarket stuff. Yeah, I'd love to hear what everybody says or thinks on the bench. 64@gmail.com. Let us know what you think. Be part of the conversation.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. I think that brings us towards the end of the show. It's been a great discussion.
Yeah, we've had some good chats today.
We've established that you want to do out of box, but you'll never be able to.
Well, you don't know.
Well, everyone, it's been a great show.
Yep.
See you all in a fortnight.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
See ya.